you ever see how crazy Jonas Brothers fans are on Twitter?
There's like a sliding scale of crazy fans. Jonas Brothers fans I try to avoid. Nothing is ever going to compare to the Jimmy Fallon fans.
What?
Have you seen this?
No.
Okay, so this is actually perfect for what I wanted to talk about,
Okay.
which is the definition and qualifications of baby girl.
Yeah.
So some people like baby girlified Jimmy Fallon.
People use that too fucking literally.
They're like,
too
oh my
liberally.
god, he's so soft and cute, and I'm like, Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy. Jimmy.
I'm sorry, I totally derailed your Jonas Brothers thing.
You're fine. Jimmy.
I literally, it's like a selfie that he took that's like too close to his face, and they're like, he's so cute. I just want to kiss his forehead, and I'm like, Jimmy Fallon.
Ew. Let's get them all together. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Corden.
Keep James Corden away from me. Keep him away. You
don't want to see Cats 2? You're not gonna watch the finale of the Jimmy Corden show?
No, I hate him.
Me too, but
He sucks. No offense. I like late night talk show. I never watch late night talk show stuff.
you're valid.
Because I'm not up late, and also talk shows kind of suck.
Yeah.
But I know they're all named Jimmy or James, except for
Seth.
Oh, Seth. No, I was wrong then. There's Seth, and then there's the redheaded one who like wrote for The Simpsons and shit.
Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien.
Oh yeah, he slays.
Conan slaps. That's that much I know. All of the Jimmys. No. I can't think of a positive for any of the Jimmys.
I can't even think of a good Jimmy.
Mr.
Mr. Beast.
Is Mr. Beast named Jimmy?
His name is Jimmy Donaldson. That okay.
You're telling.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, that's okay.
I'm telling you what.
You're telling me that man's name is just Jimmy?
His legal name is Jimmy. You want to know how I found out his legal name was Jimmy?
I do.
So, remember one of many firestorms on Twitter.gov when Elon Musk, changed a policy last minute?
Yeah, you're gonna have to be more specific. I think.
don't remember which policy it was, but there was basically like he wrote something like, "Hey," I think it was probably like the first roundabout of when he was like, "Hey, you should subscribe to Twitter Blue,"
right.
And people aren't going to have their verifications anymore. And oh no, it was the link sharing thing.
Oh my god, that was the most unhinged one because it was like literally, what do you expect to happen?
Right, it was the link sharing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because then Mr. Beast commented on Elon Musk's tweet and was like, "Hey man, this isn't cool. Like, maybe don't do that." It was a very like low key, like,
right.
Hey man, like, because he seems to like make himself a centrist. Like he's like an Elon Musk fanboy, but also he'll like be a Joe Biden fanboy at the same time.
Right.
So he's like, "Hey man, like this kind of isn't cool. You shouldn't do that." And there was this dude in the like replies being like, "Jimmy, don't say that to like, don't be on the opposite side of the bots. Well, just trust Elon. Jimmy, if you just call Elon Musk, I'm telling you, hey, Elon, talk to Jimmy. Please. Don't shut down Twitter. Jimmy, oh my god, you can have some money invest. Oh my god, Jimmy."
Oh my god.
Begging Elon Musk and Jimmy Donaldson to have a conversation.
Okay, so I love it when people who go by like their like monikers have like the worst names. It's especially funny to me because then I can like call them by their real name when I'm like talking shit.
Right.
My favorite example is Marilyn Manson, because his name is Brian.
What? Brian?
Brian. I love it so much because I hate him. So yeah.
Oh my God.
So anytime that like people are talking about like, oh, this cool ass goth guy who like has abused many women and is the worst, I'm always like, oh, Brian.
Brian.
You're getting the hot and sweaty for this ugly white dude with no eyebrows named Brian.
Not Brian. He's really like, I'm the master of hell. I'm like, okay, Brian.
Yeah, okay, Brian. Nothing shuts down a man faster than just having like a normal
ass
name.
We're back to Jonas Brothers Twitter.
Right.
Jonas Brothers Twitter.
Speaking of guys with normal ass names.
Yeah, Nick Jonas. So earlier today, I was scrolling through Twitter, and this random ass picture of Nick Jonas pops up. Okay, it's from Real-Time Images. It's like a Kmart version of Getty.
Okay.
And it looks like a paparazzi photo of Nick Jonas just
hanging out.
Nick Jonasing. He's just
Being
standing
Nick
there.
Jonas, he is just standing there.
Yeah, and so people have like tweeted this picture.
I'm catching a glimpse of the caption there, but I can't read it.
This
from
one
this
says,
distance.
"Until my face looks like a glazed donut." The one that I sent out to two of my friends. I need to. I know my like. Here it is. Okay. This one says, until he starts fucking me so hard and so long, he starts coming simple syrup and his diabetes is cured. Fun fact, Nick Jonas has diabetes.
I didn't know that.
Now you do. They wrote Nick Jonas has a song on one of their albums. I listened to it in high school. And literally made it seem like he was dying. Because he was like, like, oh, guys, like, life is hard with a disease, but I'll be fine if I just wait a little longer. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to fucking die of diabetes.
And it was diabetes.
It was diabetes.
Oh,
but
that sucks to have diabetes. But
it
that's
does.
so dramatic. I think it's kind of funny.
And then the response that I sent to my friends was this woman reading erotica. I'm going to cut this part out. Here you go.
Oh my God, people are unhinged. I can't imagine getting that way about a real person.
No.
Much less, is he the one they're all married to beautiful women now?
Yes.
But who is he married to?
He is married, Nick Jonas is married to Priyanka Chopra.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, beautiful woman.
Yes.
Everyone needs to just admit it's over.
They all have beautiful wives. Kevin's married to that lady Danielle. They're high school sweethearts. Beautiful. Joe's married to Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Sophie something. I don't actually know. Turner
Sophie
sounds
Jonas.
right. She's beautiful.
Gorge.
She's incredible.
And then Nick and Priyanka.
They're good for them.
Yeah. And I'm like, what?
And yet you're still. Also, this is a good picture. I'm not gonna say it's not a good picture.
Right.
I cannot imagine the state of mind I'd have to be in to say that kind of thing on that picture.
Right.
Like,
I need to know what the hell was in the water.
Yes.
On April 27th, yesterday.
Yesterday.
I need to know what the fuck was in the water for people to be like,
oh my God.
Let me read an erotica novel in the replies. Speaking of reading an erotica novel in the replies,
yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome to the 17th inaugural episode of the Between the Fridges podcast. My name is Carly.
I'm Nina. Hello.
This is Nina. This is our guest today.
Hello, I'm guest.
And our third host is not Amanda. Our our third host is Hot Erotica.
Hot erotica.
Hot Erotica. I was about to quote it, and then I realized I'm not putting it in the episode.
No.
Never mind. You can look on Twitter yourself.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can find
At your
it.
own risk.
Look at your own risk. But that was the funniest shit
That
I've
was
ever.
so funny. Dude, I literally cannot imagine writing or reading that.
No. Like, I'm totally. I don't want to share. There are certain. Like, there's a limit to my thirst comments.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Like, I feel like my thirst comments are pretty tame, if I'm being honest. The worst thing that I do is say, like, on a thirst edit, I go, okay, fine, and then put a kneeling emoji.
Yeah. No.
Or, like, let me down, like, just reject me
So I can move on. Yeah.
I would never. In grave detail.
I think the most I've ever done, I never comment on things on TikTok because of the way the TikTok algorithm works on comments, is if I've seen that this has happened with you.
Yes, it has.
I've come across a video on my For You page, and if you open the comments, even if it's on your For You page, your friends' comments will be at the top.
Sure are.
So I don't comment on thirst traps because I'm afraid that my friends will see it. So I don't do that. I rarely like thirst edits even. It's usually of like characters. It's hardly ever of like real people.
Yeah.
But on Tumblr is where I'm unhinged.
Ooh.
Because Tumblr has the tags. So only people that follow me will see my thirst comments because they'll all be in the tags, and if they decide to reblog it, those tags are gone.
Yes.
No one else will see it.
Yes.
So that's where I get like, not even that wild though. I'll just be like, oh my god, I need him, or whatever. Again,
right.
Fictional characters.
Right.
Though. So I can't imagine.
Yeah, real people, I'm like, okay, fine. Here I am. Take me. Kneel. Fake people? Off the fucking rails.
Off the rails.
And what's so funny.
The faker the person, the better.
Exactly. The faker the person, the crazier my comments are.
Literally. If the shit I would say under a Venom edit versus the shit I would say under a Pedro Pascal edit. Venom, I'm like, what that tongue do, baby?
You're reading the erotica novel in the Venom thirst edit.
In the Venom, yeah.
Like, oh my, yeah. These, like, some of these people, like, I don't know. It's just kind of like if you're a real person, especially if they're, like, a married real person, I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know I got no chance. Like, you're way too hot for me. I'm like, I love what you're doing, sir. Thank you so much. A fake person, like, Amanda and I have had conversations, like, about this, and she's just like, I'm like, isn't this guy, like, so handsome? And she's just like, he's not real. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
like,
know. That's the whole thing.
point.
That's the whole thing. So, Noah and I watched Evil Dead 2 yesterday.
Okay.
It's the first time I've seen an Evil Dead movie. And as we're watching it, Noah's like, yeah, it's really early on. Noah's like, yeah, Bruce Campbell said that he doesn't get why people like Ash, because Ash, the protagonist of the original Evil Dead movies, is an asshole and he's stupid as shit. And I'm like, okay, all right. So we're watching Evil Dead 2. And this man is drenched in sweat and blood, and he's like screaming and running and like hacking his own hand off with a chainsaw. And I'm like, I get it. I get If this man was real, no way.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. That's the, like, absolutely not. However, I get it. Like, I checked his Tumblr tag, because whenever I watch a movie, I'll go through Tumblr tags for that movie.
Right.
I'm looking through the Ash Williams Tumblr tag, and it's just a bunch of like edits of like sparkly hearts around his like blood-soaked face and shit. And it's like, he's so baby girl. He's so me. Like, and I'm like,
People have been doing the same thing. Avid listeners of the podcast know that for the past like month or so, I have been hung up on Resident Evil 4. And the fact...
No, it's the same thing with Leon, right?
Oh my god, literally.
Of course, because
Literally.
he's just a stupid little guy going through a world that has it out for him.
They really do. And like the thing is, like, I love, like, these fucking people have heard it enough, and so I'm sure they're probably like, I fucking get it, Carly. I fucking get it. I love the Resident Evil game franchise. The movies can suck my toe.
The movies are hilarious.
The movies can,
Noah and I have been going through a period where we've watched a bunch of bad movies from that time period. So like the Underworld movies, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, all that. So I get it. But the games
are so good. And they just, so obviously like last month they put out the remake for Resident Evil 4. My Xbox is too old to play it. So I have been just like playing like Resident Evil 2, like the remakes for Resident Evil 2 and 3, like over and over and over again. These motherfuckers on TikTok and Tumblr, and they've been doing it for years, since the Resident Evil 2 remake, where, you know, when Leon in Resident Evil 2 and in Dead by Daylight gets to a certain point of like injured, he has his little moans and groans, and so they're like me getting Leon injured so I can just hear his little noises.
No, 100%. 100%. Because it's the noises, man.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
And it's like, yeah.
I'm so there. I'm totally on that side as well. Because like, I had a conversation with a friend recently who was like, this is gonna make me sound unhinged. But he was like, I don't understand. So for those of you who don't know me, who are listening, I write. I am a writer.
Yeah.
This is a friend of mine who writes as well. He's like, I don't understand how authors can take pleasure in hurting their characters, like putting their characters through shit. He's like, I just don't get it. A lot of people will like brag about it. They'll be like, oh my God, I'm about to make this character suffer so much. He's like, I just feel bad whenever I make my character hurt. And I was like, I mean, I get it though. And he's like, no, but you're doing it for like character development. You're doing it for like narrative reasons. And I'm like, yeah, sure, but like
but like go on.
But like on the other hand, I DM'd a game of D&D recently for some friends, and I was drawing this one character a lot. Both like between our 2 sessions, I like released all of this character art for this man. And then we had our second session, and I destroyed this character in front of them.
Oh no!
And they were like, oh my God. They were like, one of them was literally like, I didn't think you were going to do anything to him because you drew him so much. I was like, this is their baby boy. They won't do anything bad to him.
Right.
And I was like, no, you don't understand. The reason I love him so much is because I tore him to shreds. I'm a little bit mean to especially if it's like, here, back to baby girls.
Yes.
If it is a middle-aged man, I take great pleasure in just putting him in situations.
Right.
You know? So Leon is one of those characters. Ash is one of those characters. Joel from The Last of Us, I dare say, for a lot of people is one of those characters.
That is so valid.
You know, sometimes you just want to see a guy go through things.
Right. Sometimes they need to feel some pain.
And it's because, I like to say it's because it makes like the highs higher, but sometimes you just want to hear the noise.
It's like, oh, hey. Which they also, the thing that's made me laugh, because it's in the original game and somebody modded it for the remake, there's this like optional costume in the original Resident Evil 4. Yeah. Where he's wearing like a crop top and like
booty shorts.
Not booty shorts.
Oh my God.
He has a tramp stamp. And then I have a picture for you.
Okay, and please. I want to see it.
Well, this is okay, hold on. I need to find the actual like this is an edit, like a Facebook edit. There you go.
Oh my God.
And then
God, it gives me life.
And then like, so it was in the original game, and then they modded it for the remake. And he's got his little
so good. Just this is like one thing that Jeff and I have talked about this. Jeff, friend of the podcast.
Yes.
They were talking with me when we watched, like, we've been watching like 80s like horror movies and shit.
Yeah.
The crop top like short shorts look that's in a lot of 80s movies. Where is that?
Where?
Why have we stopped?
Where?
I would like more of the tight fitting shirts and the short shorts, please.
Literally. Like, and it seems like now in the year of our Lord 2023, it seems, at least to me, the longer the shorts, the more stereotypically straight you are.
Yeah.
If you're wearing those like basketball shorts down to your knees,
I wear those, but it's
not in the straight man
not
kind
in
of
the
way.
straight man kind of way.
No.
In fact, literally in the opposite.
Literally, it's like seeing a man walk down the street, or if I'm like swiping on a dating app, insert name here, and I see a man wearing like basketball shorts to his knees and holding a fish.
I'm like, if
I'm like, that man's favorite show is The Office.
I would like to hello, husband of mine who may be listening. This is a call out post, actually. But also, you don't need to wear short shorts. There can only be room for one person who wears, like, in a friend group, I think, one person who wears like shorter like shorts. And we already have that. One of our friends wore short-ish like yacht shorts, like boat shorts, right?
Okay.
Pink shorts with blue-footed boobies, like the bird, like in print. It was like a pattern that was just a bunch. So they're pink shorts and they just got a bunch of boobies on. So, like, all I'm saying is I think that energy is too powerful, and like all the other guys in the group have to make up for it by wearing like actual long shorts.
That is so valid. I feel like if two straight men wearing 4-inch inseam shorts are in the same room.
Oh God,
that's a fucking horseman showing up for the apocalypse. They're like, get these straighties apart.
Yeah, you gotta
6 feet apart.
6 feet apart at least.
Wait, speaking of being 6 feet apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you say something about micro celebrities earlier?
Oh yeah, I did. Okay.
Okay.
So, Twitter.
Ugh. We love her.
Twitter.
We hate her.
So I follow a lot of people on Twitter,
Ooh.
and I have a few mutuals who are kind of niche internet micro celebrities. I have Oliver Cranbercher, who is a stop motion animator. He worked on Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Yeah.
He's incredibly talented. Love him. So he only ever interacts with my text posts. He followed me because I'm an artist. I have worked with him as an artist. But I will post shit like, my dad stole my car for the weekend. I told my dad I need to use my car, and then I came out of the shower and the car was gone. What the fuck, Dad? That's the tweet that Oliver will like.
What?
I am like working my ass off to post high quality art. And my biggest art mutual on the platform will like my tweets about my dad. So, yeah. It's the same thing. I also have another one that's a YouTuber. He was in Creator Clash. I know he lost because he's a tiny little man. Christopher Raymond Gunther, Chris Reagan.
No way!
Yeah, we've been mutuals for a while on Twitter, and he will again only interact with like my shit posts.
Oh,
I swear to God.
I knew of Chris Reagan until Creator Clash, but I was like, this man's kind of cool. Like,
he's hilarious. He reminds me a lot of my brother.
Okay.
Not just because they're both Puerto Rican with like the straightest hair I've ever seen. I don't know why their hair is like that straight. But also their sense of humor and shit. But yeah, I think he's my edgiest mutual.
That's
like
valid.
He's super edgy. I don't agree with everything that he says.
Okay.
But I love his fucking his gaming takes. I think they're hilarious.
Yeah.
He has some of the hottest gaming takes.
Ooh, good to know.
I also watched him play Skyrim forever ago on Twitch, and he was talking about different forms of potatoes. And I remember he was talking about like dipping fries in mashed potatoes and how that was like the worst form of hedonism he could possibly
I remember the only thing, like, my only reference to Chris was like every once in a while seeing him on Twitter, the whole Froggy Fresh drama due to Creator Clash, and then his fight from Creator Clash.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't know he was Puerto Rican until they're doing the interview and they're like, yeah, everybody's like giving themselves like nicknames and stuff. Do you have a nickname for yourself? And he's like, yeah, go up there and call me the Puerto Rican demon.
I love him.
And they were like, okay. And he does his entrance and they're announcing everybody. And Akinola's in the center of the ring and it's just like, Chris, Puerto Rican demon, Reagan. And I was like, what? The
That was another thing when we were watching him play Skyrim, and he was like, someone's like, why aren't you a higher level of lock picking? He's like, because I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah, listeners may find it important to know that I am also Puerto Rican. I'm not just jabbing at Puerto Ricans for fun here. This is personal. But yeah, no, so those are my two like big internet micro celebrities that I'm mutuals with. But the other day, it was one of my friend's birthdays, and I followed this person. Speaking of like being horny on Maine and internet micro celebrities, I follow this person named Alice. She is a host of my favorite podcast ever, Kill James Bond. Okay. She's super horny on Maine at all times, and I love her for that. But she posted something recently that was like dead serious. She's trans, and it was like about some like transphobic bullshit in the UK. Okay. And it was my friend's birthday, and I fully meant whenever it's my friend's birthdays on Twitter, I just reply to their tweet, all caps, birth. I clicked on the wrong tweet, and I replied without looking, birth. To Alice's really serious transphobia tweet, and this bitch liked my reply. No! I've never been so embarrassed in my life. Like, my stomach was like butterflies. I'm like, no. I'm like, I haven't hit like, I deleted it so fast. I was like, I would have done the same thing. She saw it and she acknowledged it. I'm like, I can never show my face in England again. No.
Did I ever tell you who my craziest, former mutual was?
Tell me. On Twitter.
Whoa.
Deep breaths.
Whoa. He's been in a lot of controversy in the past few years. Whoa. Shane Dawson. Are you kidding? I'm dead serious. I'm actually going to see right now if he still follows me on Twitter.
Oh my God. I'm so... Why?
He followed me on Twitter in 2013, I think. It was like a follow spree thing. To like, hey, oh, there it is. Shane Dawson follows you.
Oh my God. You're not even following him anymore.
I'm not following him anymore. I love my fans.
That's
oh my God. I love my fans.
Fan behavior.
Follow me on Twitter at Wiz Khalifa. You'll be just as cool as Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson, extremely canceled, but follows me on Twitter.
That's insanely funny.
Literally, because I was like,
do you know why? Why did he follow you?
I think it was just because it was one of those like those things that people would do in like 2012, 2013, where it was like, hey guys, retweet my video, and if you retweet my video, I might follow you.
Okay.
And I was like a huge fan of Shane Dawson in like 2012. And so I retweeted a video, probably homophobic, probably transphobic, probably opic and isms and all of that. And I was like, oh my God, follow me, Shane. And he followed me on Twitter. And I carried that with pride. Did Shane Dawson ever like any of my tweets? No, he's following 20.5 thousand people. This bitch does not
so funny.
Go through his Twitter feed, especially the shit he would have seen from me. He wouldn't have liked my shit.
No, that's the other thing is like every time someone cool follows me, I'm like, shit, now I have to like behave myself.
Right.
And I behave myself for a full week and then it's back to I'm back on my bullshit.
Yeah, I
man.
just kind of forget. Cause you know, and then when the big controversies were happening, I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to unfollow Shane Dawson. And I looked and I forgot that he was following me. And I was like, how long have we been following each other? And I was like, since 2012. Shane Dawson's been following me for 8 years and hasn't liked a single one of my tweets.
Oh my God.
My shit's funny. What the fuck?
That's exactly how I feel about Chris and Ollie. But then I'm like, oh man, they aren't seeing my tweets. Like, it's no big deal. It's
right.
It's nothing. And then out of the blue, like right when I think they've forgotten me, they'll like one of my tweets. So I live in fear constantly. Every time I'm about to hit the tweet button, I'm like, one of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. The most unhinged mutual I had during my Twitter time is Shane Dawson.
That is unhinged.
The most unhinged block I've ever had was Viner Curtis Lepore.
Why?
Because I spammed his Twitter in 2014 calling him a rapist.
You know? Yeah. I
said, because he put out a statement or something being like, I didn't do this, even though there was an article saying, hey, he's settling. And then I was like, rapists don't settle, Curtis.
Oh my God.
I was 21. I didn't fucking care. I was like, rapists don't settle, Curtis. Why would you settle, Curtis? Are you trying to cover something up, Curtis?
And then he blocked you.
You rapist, Curtis. And I am blocked by Curtis Lepore.
I think that's like far from the worst block that you could probably catch.
Right. I'm like, I think like a couple times, the only times I've ever tweeted people like Andrew Tate and Elon Musk were like, please block me. Please. I need someone relevant to block me. Please.
I know there are ways that you can check how many people have you blocked on Twitter. A lot of people have me blocked.
Really?
So I don't know why. I don't really say anything controversial, but I do block a lot of people. And it might be that some people like have extensions to block people mutually.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking that might be it, but I try not to think about it because I had a lot of people blocked. I went through and unblocked everyone that wasn't an NFT person or they had their names read on Shinigami Eyes, which is the extension that tells you if someone's transphobic or not.
Okay.
So like I unblocked everyone else because for a hot minute from like 2019 to 2021, I would just block anyone who annoyed me. I was like super liberal with the block button, but then I started getting, this is like super condemning. I started getting into TTRPG projects for like D&D shit.
Okay.
And I had blocked a lot of people that like I needed to work with. Which I had blocked people just for showing up on my timeline talking about things that I didn't personally care about. Like if someone was talking really passionate, like my trigger like phrase that would make me block on site was, why aren't more people talking about this? If someone tweeted about something was like, I can't believe nobody's talking about this, and then it was some political issue, block. I would not even hesitate. I'm like, fuck you for saying, because 90% of the time it was something that I had already seen a ton of people talking about.
Right.
And the attitude just pissed me off of being like, why is no one talking about this? And it's like, people are talking about it.
Right.
And the fact that you're acting like you're the only person who cares genuinely pisses me off. So I would just block people. And it became a problem. So I went through and purged my block list. So
No, you're valid. You're so valid. I think I've blocked less. I think I've blocked less people, and I have been blocked more. I've been the blocked more than the blocky. Especially being in the professional wrestling space.
yeah.
A very specific type of straight white man does not understand when I am joking about something. So, fun fact, one year at a WrestleMania, there's a wrestler named Braun Strowman. He's huge. Fucking beast. He gets put in a tag team match against, I don't even remember. That's not the point of the story. But the weeks leading up to WrestleMania, they're saying Braun Strowman's going to have a mystery partner for the tag team titles. Honestly, he was probably fighting like the Usos or the New Day or something. So anyways, WrestleMania comes. Braun Strowman, by himself, walks up to the ring. His tag team people, let's say it's the Usos, go up to the ring. And, you know, they can't do the match without a partner. And Braun Strowman says, you know what? I'm so fucking good. I could pick anybody out from the audience right now and they be my partner.
Oh my God.
And he walks out of the ring and he points and goes, you're my partner. It was a 10-year-old named Nicholas. And he brings Nicholas to the edge of the fucking ring. And you have to make one tag. Like, that is law.
Right.
In wrestling.
Right.
You have to make one tag.
Okay.
Braun Strowman kicked these motherfuckers' asses. Laid them out. Tagged Nicholas. Threw him on the guy. Pin. 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman and a 10-year-old win the WWE Tag Team titles at WrestleMania.
Oh my God.
And some little goofy man was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And I commented on it. And I did. I said, y'all don't remember the guy that hatched out of a fucking chicken egg during Survivor Series in 1990? And they wanted you to take him seriously? Y'all don't remember the gobbledygooker? Y'all don't remember the burial matches where Undertaker had to put a guy in a fucking coffin and bury him to win the match? You say this is the craziest shit you've ever seen? Are you joking? And then I just started going off about how Nicholas was like this super crazy strong child.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the guy's tweets went missing, and then I looked and he blocked me.
That's so funny.
Because,
oh my God.
Because he's like, this is ridiculous. I was like, what are you talking about? Nicholas is so powerful. Are you kidding me?
That's one thing that I like love about not just Twitter beefs, but this is like something my brother and I used to fucking go off on. I love it when one person is taking something really seriously, and the other person is just like, no.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that kind of energy.
And just like, because it's like, it is not that serious.
Not that deep.
They brought a fucking 10-year-old to the biggest show of the year and said, that kid is going to win the titles. And they literally lost them the next day. So I don't know if it was some like birthday gift or whatever. Like, I don't know what happened.
Make a wish shit.
Make a wish. Yeah. But that kid won the belts. And then they had to vacate them because Nicholas could not compete because he had school. And so they were like, all right, well.
That's amazing.
And I was like, dude, it's just funny. Can you just
Why are you so serious
can you
about
just take the
this?
goofy haha the way it is? And he's
Apparently
like,
not.
no, blocked. Another fun one. I guess another fun interaction I had with a micro celebrity. I guess his name's Waleed Muhammad. He's he was a Viner. And now I don't know what he's doing, but I see him on my Twitter feed sometimes. And yesterday he posted up this thirst edit of Dev Patel, and he goes, "I love my fan edits." And like all these people are like, "Waleed, what are you talking about? Oh my god!" And I just, not realizing it was Waleed, I'll just respond to random ass people for sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, LOL, I just want to put in my comedy chops. And so I commented on it and I said, "Oh shoot, I loved you in the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel," which was a Dev Patel movie. And earlier today, I'm working and I got a notification and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was like, "Waleed liked your tweet." And I was like, "Fine guy Waleed liked my tweet? Oh my god. Maybe he loved me in the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel."
It's like, okay, so what I'm hearing is we're best friends.
Yeah, literally, I'm like, ooh, we're best friends. The other person, because I had another person like my tweet today, kind of micro celebrity, I guess. Cornbread.
Just the concept of.
Her name is Cornbread.
Oh.
Her name is Cornbread the Snag Jete. She was a contestant on season 14 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay, I knew it, the moment that you said she, I was like, this is a drag queen.
Cornbread, she is one of the funniest fucking drag queens I've ever seen. Actually, somebody that we know mutually, Jessica Tella,
Oh my god.
gave Cornbread a tattoo.
What?
Yes.
Jess has all the coolest experiences.
Yes.
They're literally the coolest person alive.
They are the best. And I remember scrolling through
I
Instagram.
can't believe Cornbread and I have the same tattoo artist.
Literally. Cornbread was in town in Pittsburgh and I guess hit up Jess and was like, "I want a tattoo." And they said, "Cool, okay." So on Jess's Instagram, there is a picture of Jess with Cornbread.
I'm going to look right
yes,
now.
please look while I tell you my story.
Yeah, tell me the
So,
story.
Cornbread, so All Stars 8 of RuPaul's Drag Race is airing in a couple of weeks. And Cornbread posts this this photo of the promo for All Stars 8. And Cornbread had to leave the competition because she broke her ankle or something during the competition. And she hasn't been back since. And so everybody wants her to come back, be able to show off the things that she can do. And so she had posted, you know what? Yeah, here it is. She had posted this still image of Heidi in Closet looking. Her name is Heidi in Closet. She's wonderful. Looking at the runway. And Cornbread says, "Not all lip sync assassins had to lip sync on the show. I wonder who she's gagged at." Now, there are a few drag queens in the span of RuPaul's Drag Race that have competed on the show and have retired from drag. One of them is an early out, a first out, who we call the Pork Chop Queen. The first queen ever eliminated on RuPaul's Drag Race was Victoria Pork Chop Parker. So they call it the pork chop elimination. One of the pork chop eliminations was Magnolia Crawford. She dressed up in a cow dress, had a big attitude and the sharpest nose, and then left and retired from drag. And so every time I have an opportunity, I go, "Ooh, is Magnolia Crawford coming back?" So in this tweet from Cornbread, with Heidi looking at the runway, wondering, not all lip sync assassins had to lip sync, wonder who she's gagged at, I said, "Oh my God, Magnolia Crawford come back." Why is it as of right now, April 28th, 2023 at 7:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this has 469
Oh my God.
and one of them is Cornbread.
And you don't even have a blue check to boost your algorithm.
I don't. And I'm like sitting there. I said, Cornbread thinks I'm funny.
Cornbread thinks you're funny.
She thinks I'm funny.
She thinks you're funny.
Cornbread is so funny. Like, where's the one tweet? So there was a, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name. But at one point there was a queen on season 2, wherein basically it looked like a torrid business casual outfit. Mm-hmm. Mercedes Summers Madison, I think it is. Here's the outfit.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And Cornbread responded to this and said, 10,000 likes, and if I ever go back to Drag Race, this will be my entrance look. And so now her profile picture is her photoshopped as the entrance. And it's Cornbread's head on Mercedes Summers Madison's body wearing the torrid outfit.
She's literally the funniest. Drag queens are so funny.
Drag queens are so
I want to meet more drag queens.
funny. They're so good. Literally, she has this random ass tweet, and she goes, "I thought this was Macklemore."
Oh my god!
Just,
I want to be friends with more drag queens.
Did someone say
Amazing.
corn? She dressed it up like corn. Just
holy shit.
There's this one, and she makes fun of other drag queens. This girl, she's just dancing, and there's a girl that named Angeria Paris from Michaels. She goes, "Angeria in her bag. Is that you, Angeria?" Like,
my god.
she's so funny. I love drag queens so much.
Love drag queens.
I especially love Cornbread and feel so validated and so seen.
She liked your tweet.
Cornbread like
really kicked it off.
Cornbread like my tweet, and nobody else is hitting 400 likes. Most of those bitches are hitting 100.
That always feels so good.
And I'm like,
someone on TikTok recently made a post that was like, whenever old people ask me why I use a cane, I just said, I was injured in the war. And I was like fucking in the comments, I was like, yeah man, fucking old people,
right,
they will, whenever I'm using my cane in public, but specifically when I was at the airport trying to go visit my fucking parents for Thanksgiving,
right,
these old people would like walk faster to get in front of me, and then they would slow down. This happened several times. At first I'm like, am I making this up? But it just kept happening. So I commented about it on this TikTok, and that's the top like comment, and there's so many people who use canes who are like, yeah, what is their fucking issue?
Right.
Old people have a real problem with young people using canes. They're really like, you're not allowed to be in pain.
Yeah.
You're young.
They're like, you're 20 in a wheelchair? This is why the 60-year-olds can't get wheelchairs.
Literally, I'm like, you can go to Walmart and get a cane. Nothing is stopping you. No. I'm not using this for fun. Meanwhile, all the young people are like the guy at the fucking Hudson newsstand was like, do you need like a guy to drive you around? And I'm like, that is, because I'm like lugging around both my bags, right? I'm like, that is so sweet, but my gate's like right there. And I like walked, I could see him from where I was sitting. I just walked over and sat down. I felt like such an asshole. Like, I've already done all my walking, thanks though.
Man,
but yeah, getting the top likes comment on something feels so validating.
I have a comment on TikTok right now that has 10.4 thousand likes, and it's me talking about how Jim Halpert from The Office is the reason that for the past 6 years working in corporate America, I have a workplace crush every 3 months, a brand new one. And somebody commented on it and said, do you just have like a revolving door of workplace crushes, or what is this? Or do you just have like a high turnover rate? And I said, no, I work with 7,000 people, and sometimes I go downstairs to get a fucking turkey Swiss sandwich and see this man and go, wow, he's really hot. And I think about him for a few minutes, and then I never see him again. I have built a whole life for us in the span of, can I get a turkey Swiss with no tomato, please? And I look, and I'm like, wow, we could have corporate babies. And then I never see this man again. I don't know his name. I don't know what department he works in.
That's the way to do it, though.
I'm like,
the only workplace crush I ever had was on the UPS delivery guy when I worked at the dentist's office.
ooh.
And it was mutual. There was a flirtationship there.
Ooh.
He was super fucking funny. I've told this story before, I'm pretty sure. But he delivered to all of the businesses in the area, not just the dentist's office.
Yeah.
And so when I would go out on my hour-long lunch, because I got an hour-long lunch, I would wander around kind of the, like, because it was a very nice walkable city, Redmond, Washington, and I would wander around and, like, I'd get my sandwich and I'd take a walk, and sometimes I would run into him because he'd be delivering to the businesses that I would be shopping at while I was on my lunch break. And one time I ran into him and he was like, I was like, oh, hey, how's it going? He's like, hey, I'll see you in 2 hours. And I was like, alrighty then. And I went back to work and I'm sitting there and he comes in and he's like, told you I see you in 2 hours. And I'm like, you did tell me that. Yep, you did. And he said, what can I say? I deliver.
Oh, I'd be in love.
I was like, dude.
Literally. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right?
Oh my god.
It's like, damn.
Man, what is it about the people you barely see that you fall in love with? There's literally this Starbucks barista. I'll say it. I do have a pleasant workplace crush on him, and I don't even work with him.
Oh my god, you're so valid.
Literally on my birthday. Okay.
I forgot we were recording. I was about to start interrogating you, like, which Starbucks? What do they look like? I'm gonna set you up, but no.
You can interrogate after recording is over. Literally, so on my birthday, I go to lunch. Well, okay, it was like half lunch, half dinner with my parents. It was so funny. I mean, it was very sweet. My mom called and was like, hey, are you doing anything for your birthday today? And I said, no, I'm home all day. And she said, cool. Can we take you to lunch? And I said, sure. She goes, okay, we're going to go to this Mexican restaurant at 3:00. And I was like, why can't I fucking pick? It's my birthday. But I was like, I bet she has a fucking gift card. So I was like, cool. We will meet at that restaurant at 3:00. So we go to that restaurant, we eat food. And I was like, you know what? Today's my birthday. I'm going to go to Starbucks. I'm going to get myself my free drink because they only do it the day of your birthday now. And then I'm like, and then I'm going to go to TJ Maxx or something. Find something weird. Love that for me.
Love that.
So I go to the Starbucks. And, you know, I'm pretty cordial in the drive-thru. I worked at Starbucks for 6 years. So, like, I get it. Sometimes they have people that make them feel like they're in the fucking trenches for the day.
Yeah.
And it's a Sunday. So I'm pretty normal. I go in the drive-thru and he's like, order when ready. And I said, hello, how you doing? And he's like, oh, hi, I'm doing very good today. How are you? And I said, I'm doing good. Thank you so much. And I said, I'm just going to get one thing today. I'm weird. I always tell people how many things I'm going to be ordering.
I appreciate, like, personally, I appreciate that. I have, like, at my job, there is, like, a group of nurses who will come in, and if they only send one person, and she's always like, okay, I'm going to get 3 things today. I'm like, God bless.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah, like, if I'm ordering for other people, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to be getting 2 drinks today. My first drink is this. And my second drink is this. I don't care if you say, hey, anything else, because, you know, I only said 2 drinks. I didn't say 2 drinks and 2 food items. I just said 2 drinks. So if you're like, anything else? I'm like, actually, now that you say something, I want a sandwich. So anyways, I'm like, here's my drink. And he goes, oh, great. Is there anything else I can do for you? And I said, no, I think that's going to be all. But thank you so much for asking. And he says, no problem. Here's your total. And I said, thank you so much. I drive up to the window. Here's my buddy. I've seen him a couple of times. And I try and have conversation with them. Like, if they shut the door immediately on me, I'm not going to be like, but wait a minute, how's your day?
Literally, yeah.
I'm that person that's making friends with all the baristas at Starbucks. All those baristas know my name. They mostly know my order. I order from them 3 times a week. Like, they're slay. I love them.
Slay.
So he comes over and he's like, oh, hey. And he's like, here's your total. I said, okay, cool. Like, is it okay if I use my birthday drink today? Like, just making it as casual as possible. Because I don't want to be like, excellent. Like, yeah, like, it's my birthday. Like, I'm born today. So I was just like, hey, like, is it cool if I use my birthday drink today? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. So I give him my phone. He scans it. And he's like, happy birthday, by the way. I was like, oh, thank you so much. He's like, well, is it today? And I said, yes, it is today. He's like, awesome. Well, happy birthday. And I said, thank you. I said, are you having a good day so far, though? And he goes, yeah. It's been really good. And he goes, actually, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. And I said, okay. He's like, I just got to check on something. I'll be right back. Walks away. I'm like, something must be on fire. He walked away very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes back. And he like is swiping shit. Whatever. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Window opens. And he hands me a card. And says, hey, here you go. And I said, what? And I take it and I look. And it's one of the Starbucks comp cards that if they fuck up your drink.
Yeah.
You get like $5 on a gift card.
Right.
And I said, is everything okay? And he goes, oh, no, everything's fine. He's like, I just noticed you're in your car by yourself. And I just wanted to make sure that you were treated on your birthday. So that'll get you like a medium-sized drink on top of, your free drink today. So you're not paying anything. But I just wanted to make sure that you were taken care of today.
Stop. I would get married right there.
I literally,
my heart would go pitter-patter.
I felt a tear and I said, dude, you did not have to do that. I said, I had like a celebration on like yesterday. He goes, yeah, but that's different from like your actual birthday. He's like, you shouldn't be by yourself. I said, dude, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. He's like, I don't feel bad. I'm just making sure you have a good day. And he's like, here you go. And he hands me my drink and I'm like crying. I'm like, thank you so much. This is like so nice. And he's like, yeah. And if you ever feel like, like you're lonely, you need a friend or something, like we're all pretty cool up here. So like, you should like come up sometime and like hang out.
Bro.
And I said, yeah, I'll totally do that. Like, thank you so much. I was like, you have a great day. And he's like, and you have a better one. Happy birthday. I looked, he didn't have a ring on. And so I was driving away and I was like, motherfucker. Like, I'm gonna fall in love with this drive-thru right now. Literally, I went to TJ Maxx to walk it off. I was like,
yeah, I'm like twirling my hair, like kicking my feet. I'm like, oh my God.
Literally, I was like walking around. I was like, I need to fucking cool off for a minute before I just go, actually, I'm bored right now. I'm gonna hang out. What's up, bitch?
Holy shit. That's so smooth.
Right?
Man.
If he was trying to lay something, he won. I've thought about it every day for 5 days. 6 days.
Whew.
Bro. What? Speaking of sipping on Maine.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to the 17th inaugural episode of the Between the Fishes.
Extra horny this time, I think.
Extra horny episode of the
We've
Between the
We've talked about erotica. We've talked about noises. We've talked
about erotic noises. And most of all, we've talked about noises of erotica.
Yeah. I think that about covers everything.
I think so too. Nina, how about if you're comfortable, tell the people where they can find you. Well, I'm trying to pull a Sean Evans from Hot Ones. Tell the people where they can find you and what you've been doing.
Right. Cool. Okay. You can find me at Nina Wolverina on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to see my unhinged posting on Tumblr, it's Nina Wolverina, but there's a 3 where the E should be because I locked myself out of my own Tumblr account by using my school email.
No.
But that's where you can find me. I wrote a book. I do a lot of D&D art. If you like D&D and you like art and you like sexy little men, you can follow me and I will give you all of that and more.
If you like sexy little men and if you like sexy little ladies.
Yeah. Sexy big ladies. The ladies are big.
Oh, sexy big ladies and sexy little men. And you draw non-binary characters.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sexy
so many.
We
got
characters.
everything. We got the whole spectrum. We got the whole rainbow. I think the only thing I don't have is any straight characters. I tried to like say that certain characters of mine were straight, and then I would like get into writing them or get into playing the game, and they would have chemistry with a character of the same sex, and I'm like, God damn it!
Like, God damn it, you're fruity. Fuck. Mood. I literally like. I wish I would have mentioned this earlier because I feel like this could be a whole ass conversation.
Conversation.
I literally had tweeted a couple days ago that my bisexual awakening, I finally realized my very first bisexual awakening, and I should have known this forever, was fucking Chic from Ocarina of Time.
God, no. That was like, so that for me was like my like trans awakening, my like cross-dressing awakening, where I was like, oh shit, people, what if I like dressed up as a man? What if I like dressed up as a man and nobody knew it was me, and like people would like just he and him me all the time? Wouldn't that be weird?
See, my whole perspective on it, I love that we had the same, like a different experience with the same character, because my brain went, oh my gosh, Sheik is so cute. I love Sheik. Look at him. He's just like jumping and hopping and being like,
he is hot.
He's hot. And then
they're like,
yeah, I was gonna say, spoiler alert, if you haven't played Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, it's fucking 30 years old. That's your problem, not mine.
Honestly.
But when they do the reveal of Sheik being Princess Zelda, I just kind of went, oh, that's cool. Okay. Oh, cool. And that's the first reaction. Well, that is the reaction I had when I kissed a woman for the first time. I was like, oh, cool. Okay, that happened. So I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. And then I see Princess Zelda. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty now. Oh my gosh, he's so handsome. And now she's so pretty. And I'm like, did I not know right in that very moment?
Yeah. No, it's like you like look back at it and you're like, that's so obvious.
Yeah. Did I want you or did I want to be you? Like
Zelda made me gay. You heard it here first, folks. First it was Sheik, and now it's all those Gerudo women.
Oh. The Gerudo women. Yeah. Naboru.
Oh, don't even. Oh.
Anyways, before we get too gay, yes, please go follow Nina. They're absolutely wonderful. I love that she's my friend. And I'm really glad that you came here today.
I'm really glad I came here too.
If you guys don't already, which at this point I'd be really confused because we haven't.
How are you here?
I was saying because we haven't gotten a new Instagram follower in like 4 months. Whatever, it's totally fine. You can follow us on Instagram at Between the Fridges. If you have some really steamy, fun fan fiction for me to read, because even though I read that Kids Bop fan fiction, I found that on my own. I would love a user submitted fan fiction. Feel free to submit it to betweenthefridges@gmail.com. Also, if you give us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, like our friend Liv KJ from a few weeks ago, we will read your review on the podcast and give you a shout out. Again, thank you so much for being here this week and every week. My name is Carly.
My name is Nina.
And we will see you. Well, I will see you with Amanda next week. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how gay did The Legend of Zelda make you?
If we're going just by Legend of Zelda, 10.
A 10.
A 10. Dude. I can't even tell. Petra in the like DS game, like Zelda in her like little, the fucking gremlin ass bitch from fucking Twilight Princess. I was so gay for her. Midna. Oh my god.
Midna.
Yeah.
When
unironically.
And then she turned into that. It's like.
Yeah.
We can all be Cinderella. We have to believe in ourselves. Look at Midna's little ugly ass turning into.